2025?
The first thing I'd make is any estimates of the shortfall in housing are highly speculative. Officials have advised me that in their view, those numbers can vary by plus or minus as much as 25,000 or a range of up to 50,000. And the reason for that is because the number you put into the modelling around the number of people per house has a huge impact. So for instance, the average in New Zealand is about 2.5 people per house. If you choose a number of 2.55 or 2.45, that can have a tremendous difference on your estimate of the number of houses that is required.
We run the census every 5 years, so surely they show how many people we have on average in each house.
Correct. That changes over time. It has been dropping historically, but in places like Auckland, actually that number has not been dropping, and that is one of the factors. And the issue is that actually both house prices and rents impact on the number of people living per house. So that, for instance, if a housing market is tight, no surprise, rents are tight, and so you may get the teenage children staying in a home for a longer period than before they'll go off flatting and living independently. And that is why any of these estimates around the housing shortage are going to be crude.
For good policy making, surely though we need a good estimate. What work is being done to make sure that we have proper estimates without a range that could be
unless you live in a
25,000?
unless you live in a Soviet-style economy where the government tells people where to live and controls every aspect of people's lives, you'll never have perfect estimates on the numbers that are required for a housing shortage. If I take the experience of Christchurch, officials were out by about 2 years or about 4,000 homes, and at the point where the market stabilised, i.e. the best measure of when supply and demand is in balance is when house prices stabilise. I'm interested today that we've had the latest figures from the real estate industry actually showing in January, and particularly over the last 6 months, house prices across the country are stabilising. That suggests that we're getting supply and demand better into balance.